creaking of rusted gates resounds as an asylum, centuries old, stands as a chilling monument to the tormented souls it once housed. Its cold stone walls, a silent testament, groan under the weight of a history shrouded in darkness and despair. The wind howls mournfully through the forsaken halls, carrying tales of sordid experiments and tormented patients. Their echoes a chilling legacy of inhumanity and suffering. The asylum, once a place of healing, was transformed into an abyss of oblivion, the eerie whisper of forgotten voices wrapping it in an aura of dread. Here, the line between life and death, sanity and madness, became disturbingly blurred, marked by the blood-curdling screams of the damned. Stories of unexplained disappearances and chilling encounters with the unknown have been whispered through generations. The asylum's haunting history seeping into the fabric of local lore, punctuated by the chilling, spectral moans of those who never left. Despite the passage of time, the echoes of the past linger, their resonance growing stronger with each telling, underscored by the spine-chilling tap-tap-tapping of unseen footsteps. Now abandoned, it lures the brave and the foolish, the ominous creak of its forsaken halls, a siren call to those eager to explore. Enter our protagonists, an intrepid group of friends, lured by the asylum's ghostly tales. Their hearts beat with a mix of excitement and fear as they approach the foreboding edifice. Each one carries their own motivation for this daring venture. For some, it's the thrill of the unknown, the allure of the adrenaline rush that comes with exploring haunted places. For others, it's the burning curiosity to validate the spine-chilling stories that have been passed down through generations. Their flashlights pierce the darkness, casting long, ominous shadows against the dilapidated walls. Each step they take is laced with an undercurrent of trepidation, their breaths held as if the very air around them is imbued with tales of horror and despair. Yet they press on, their resolve unwavering. The allure of the asylum's mysteries is too potent to resist. With a deep breath, they cross the threshold into the Abyss of Oblivion. Inside, the asylum breathes with an oppressive presence, its halls resonating with eerie whispers. The friends, armed with nothing but their curiosity and flashlights, tread lightly on the cold, hard floor. The air is thick with decades of despair, the uncanny silence occasionally broken by a distant clang or a soft murmur, which sends chills down their spines. From the depths of the asylum, strange noises begin to echo. Unseen entities converse in hushed whispers, their words unintelligible yet menacing. Every corner appears to hold a dreadful secret. Each shadow seems to dance with a life of its own. The friends, once brimming with excitement, now experience a creeping sense of unease. The line between reality and imagination starts to blur as fear plays tricks with their minds. The darkness of the asylum seems to come alive, feeding off their fear. The temperature drops, their breaths become misty, adding to the chilling atmosphere. They catch fleeting glimpses of strange movements in the corner of their eyes, but when they turn, there's nothing. The asylum appears to be playing a cruel game, toying with their sanity. As they delve deeper, their flashlights flicker, as if the very walls of the asylum are trying to swallow the light. The darkness grows, the whispers get louder. The friends clump together, their hearts pounding like war drums. The dread is palpable, the tension tight enough to snap. It's clear they're not alone in this forsaken place. The friends, once bold adventurers, now feel like unwelcome intruders in a realm where they don't belong. They're trespassing on hallowed ground, disturbing the rest of the tormented souls that were once trapped within these walls. Their laughter and banter from earlier seem like distant memories now, replaced by fear-stricken silence. As they press on, the oppressive presence intensifies. The asylum, a mausoleum of forgotten horrors, begins to awaken. Every creaking door, every gust of wind, every shadow that flits across the wall seems to whisper the same sinister message. They are not alone. Something unseen lurks in the shadows, watching, waiting. In a secret room, they discover a horrifying testament of the asylum's dark past. Hidden from the prying eyes of the world, they stumble upon the remnants of a forgotten era. Dusty journals, filled with the musings of twisted minds, lay scattered across the room, their pages filled with sketches and notes, detailing inhumane experiments. Photographs, faded with time, reveal the tormented faces of patients, their eyes reflecting unspeakable horrors. These images are a mirror into the asylum's sordid history, a chilling reminder of the pain and suffering that once echoed through these halls. Each photo, each entry tells a story of lives broken, minds shattered, and humanity lost. As they sift through the remnants of the past, the friends can't help but feel a sense of dread. The weight of the asylum's history presses down on them, the ghosts of its past seeming to seep from the walls. The reality of the asylum's past sends a chill down their spines. The asylum's influence begins to seep into their minds, blurring the line between reality and madness. This is where the story takes a chilling turn. An invisible cloud of dread and despair starts to consume our brave explorers. The echoes of the asylum's past are not just confined to its decaying walls. They start to invade the dreams of our adventurers, morphing into terrifying nightmares. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, your heart pounding, your body drenched in cold sweat. You're no longer in the safety of your own bed, but in the dark, dank corridors of the asylum. The tormented cries of the forgotten patients ring in your ears, their anguished faces forever etched into your mind. You reach out to switch on the light, to dispel the darkness, but your hand only meets cold, damp stone. The nightmares are relentless, each night a new horror to endure, but it doesn't stop at nightmares. The asylum begins to bleed into their waking hours, casting a shadow over their everyday lives. They start to see things that aren't there, things that shouldn't be there. A flicker in the corner of their eye, a whisper in an empty room, a figure standing at the end of a deserted street. The asylum has them in its grip, its dark tendrils reaching into their minds, feeding off their fear. It's a consuming obsession, an unhealthy fixation. They can't escape it, can't run from it. It's with them every waking moment, and even in their dreams, they find no respite. Their lives, once filled with laughter and camaraderie, now revolve around the asylum's haunting allure. It's a bleak existence, living in constant fear, haunted by the ghosts of the asylum's past. The obsession starts to take its toll on their friendships, creating rifts and tensions where none existed before. One friend in particular succumbs to the asylum's sinister pull. His obsession spirals out of control, his behavior becoming increasingly erratic. The others watch helplessly as he succumbs to the asylum's malevolent influence, a puppet dancing on the strings of a dark and twisted master. Determined to break free from the asylum's grasp, they embark on a dangerous purification ritual. The air is thick with anticipation and fear as they gather the necessary items, each one laden with a significance they can barely comprehend. The friends, once merely thrill-seekers, now find themselves thrust into a battle they never could have imagined. Their preparations are meticulous, the gravity of the situation fully understood. Each step they take, each item they lay down, echoes with the weight of 1,000 lost souls, crying out for release from their tortured existence. The asylum, once a place of despair and inhumanity, is about to become the stage for a final showdown between the living and the dead. As they begin the ritual, the atmosphere shifts. The oppressive air seems to tighten around them, the very walls of the asylum seeming to close in. It's as though the building itself is resisting, battling against the intrusion of the living into the realm of the dead. The friends press on, their determination unwavering, their resolve hardened by the horrors they've witnessed. The confrontation with the tormented spirits is nothing short of chaotic. The air is filled with spectral lights, the echoes of lost voices, the tangible sense of fear and hostility. The spirits, so long trapped in their torment, lash out, desperate to maintain their hold on the asylum. Each friend faces their own private battle, wrestling with the spirits that seek to keep them imprisoned in the asylum's grip. But they refuse to yield. They stand their ground, their eyes reflecting the terror they face, yet also the determination that drives them forward. They push back against the onslaught, their voices raised in a chorus that resonates through the decrepit halls of the asylum. Each word of the ritual, each gesture, is a strike against the darkness that has held sway for so long. In the face of chaos and the paranormal, they stand firm, their resolve unyielding. The final showdown is a testament to their bravery, their refusal to succumb to the terror that has consumed so many before them. Their battle is not just for themselves, but for all those tormented souls trapped within the Abyss of Oblivion. With a final surge of courage, they triumph over the supernatural forces. The once oppressive air lifts, the ethereal whispers fade into mere echoes, and the Asylum, that ancient monument to human suffering, seems to exhale a sigh of relief. The friends, now more bonded than ever, stand in the heart of the silence, their hearts pounding in unison with the rhythm of victory. The chilling dread that once consumed them is replaced with an overwhelming sense of relief. They faced their fears, fought the unseen, and emerged victorious. The Asylum, once a horrifying labyrinth of tortured spirits, now stands silent and serene, its tormented souls finally finding peace. The friends share a look of understanding, a silent agreement that this chapter of their lives, this harrowing journey into the Abyss of Oblivion, is finally over. Exhausted but victorious, they leave the Asylum behind, its halls once again abandoned to the echoes of its tormented past.